What's up, guys? Just traded two stocks. It's a pretty clean day. Um, so what I did um, today here was look at the PLCE and HUYA. These were pretty much the only stocks that I played. Um, So $229 off of 12 tickets, 1365 in commission. So to me, that's fairly clean. What I did here was I looked at place. So place on the daily level gap down. It was basically at the lower end of the daily level. You see this is pretty big gap down. Even though it doesn't look like it, this is actually a pretty wide spread on the 15 minute. When I entered a trade was when it rejected that EMA. Went back down and it just fell just shy of this EMA. And that's sort of where I entered my trade. So I was watching this stock. At the open, it sort of broke up a bit and then it started to fall. So when it pretty much this coincided with it when it made like a new 5 minute low. Not exactly, but sort of. And the reason for this is because uh, here I was waiting. Sorry, up here. I was waiting to see what would happen if it would form a new 5 minute low. There was this level here, which made me a little cautious about this play. Um, Nonetheless, on the level two, it showed a lot of weakness. And also, what made me a bit more confident about entering this is because at the higher level, uh, the 1 minute, if I were to expand this chart way out, I don't know why I don't have that EMA coming down. Yeah. So actually, if you look at the 1 minute up here, um, there's an SMA that's sloping down. I don't know why it doesn't show it here. Maybe this is still charting the 5 minute. This is very strange. But either way, there's an SMA coming down on the 1 minute here. It rejected that level. Actually, you can probably see it pretty well here too. There's an SMA here at the 88 on the 5 minute. Now it's like 87 level. So it got rejected from that. So on the way down, I went short 300 shares here, hoping that will go towards this SMA. This is exactly what it did, but it had a slight pullback first. So that was fine. I was watching the pullback. It rejected this level, and then it looked like it was heading down further. So I added to my position 300 shares. On the drop, I covered, and as it seemed like it was going up, I covered as well. The reason I covered quickly is I didn't want this to happen because it was pretty short. So I know that a lot of the folks will cover it. Here you can see, did I make a new low? Did I make a new low, higher low? And of course, people will cover, and so that's why you have this huge run up here. So what I did at this point too is when I saw that it rejected this level, and as the SMA kept creeping up, the stock did not bounce up. In fact, it hit this level, which it rejected before, actually here. So it's pretty much the same as this level. In fact, it was a slightly lower high that I rejected. And then so on the way down, I went short. The reason for this is because I would think that this would cross, which it eventually did, and it dropped even further. But I was looking for this to cross, and oftentimes as it crosses, the stock will be pushed lower. So that's exactly what happened. Right at this level, as it dropped below the SMA, I covered some more, and then I basically preempted this so that I didn't have to go back to my break even. But right after that, I think it dropped lower, and then it continued all the way down to here before making this pretty big reversal here. So that was my trade on place. And then HUYA, I read it right, but my timing was off. So on the daily level, HUYA is just right on this line. So it probably, since given how big this red candlestick is, it'll probably try to get down here and then bounce. 15-minute bouncing around, huge wick here. But what I did was on the 5-minute, I saw that it rejected this level. This was going to be a short stock, so on the way down, I went short. In retrospect, the fact that it was around this level, maybe I should have given it a little more time to see if it would do a pullback first before entering. So I kind of got stopped out on the pullback, because this is what happened on the 1-minute. I entered here thinking it would do this, going for a low of the day. It did exactly that, but it did a pullback first. So on the pullback, I didn't know if this was going to be a reversal, because for 3 minutes it sort of got stuck on this 25-20 level. So I exited right at the VWAP. But then I went to play place again, so I missed this run, because otherwise I would have probably re-entered at this level. Once I see that it's not going to make a new high, in fact it was probably going to make a new low, I would have entered here or here, going for this drop, which is pretty significant. I think it's 25-28. Yeah, it's like a 20-cent drop. So, but either way, I did well in play, so I don't want to ruin my day. I'm going to stop here, 229. I'm happy with that. So, yeah, that's it.